So, I'm making another video because I'm trying to go for at least a video every day. At least every day of the week. Maybe not on the weekend, but at least every day of the week. And today I want to talk about something that's a little more personal to me, which is like being autistic and how that's affected my life in different ways. Because it's like, when you're autistic, you're almost like born to be not normal. You're born to not fit in with other people. And it sucks because like I was diagnosed like way later in my life than like most people who get diagnosed. I was told I was autistic at like probably like 17 or like 16. And I kind of wish I was like diagnosed a little younger. Yeah, they probably would have put me in like a school or something, or some special ed, but at least I'd have like the resources to like help me get through life. Because like now I was basically raised neurotypical, and then like just like when you are raised to think that you're are normal the way you are, and then you realize that people like don't think, like I think you're weird, then you start to realize that you think there's something wrong with you. And that's how I felt my entire life, was that there was something like just wrong with me, because I couldn't I had a hard time socializing with other people. And it's like, it really sucks, because like I don't know, it just made me feel like no one would want to like ever want to hang out with me, just because like I would hang out with someone and then fuck it up by being like weird or an awkward or some different way. And yeah, like when I was finally told that I was autistic, like my mom kept it from me for years. I don't know why. She says she doesn't want me to be defined by autism, but it's like if of course it's going to define who I am, because like I can't change my diagnosis. I can't change the fact that I'm like a social retard. Okay, like I'm autistic, but like when I was told I was autistic, I felt that weight being like lifted. Like I almost cried when I found out, because it's like finally I understood why I was why I was so weird and why I was such an outcast. It's because I was I was just like born with like a condition where I can't be normal no matter how hard I try. Like knowing that I'll never be normal is kind of liberating in a sense, because now I don't have to like conform to like social standards, because like I'm already like too much of an outcast anyway, I guess you can say. I know it's kind of cringe to say that you're like a lone wolf or whatever, but like I don't know, you can probably tell when I'm autistic just from the way I sound. I've got that like monotone voice, and like a part of me wishes that I had like the motivation, because like I see like a lot of autistic people stereotypically are very passionate about things, and I'm very passionate about like things. Like I'm very passionate about certain like subjects like Sonic the Hedgehog, comic books, stuff like that. But I just don't have the motivation to make like long stuff about it. Like I want to talk about these things, but like my knowledge base is kind of decreased because of like my accident, the thing I talked about in another video, my schizophrenia diagnosis. And like I think like the medicine has made my memory like a little hazy in recent years. But like yeah, my autistic, yeah, like I know I have the motivation, but I just lack the work ethic to actually create something, and I want to create something really badly. I have a comic you can actually read online, but it's still not finished. So I need to find an artist who would be willing to, like, I don't know, finish, like, the comic, because it's actually, like, I think it starts off kind of bad, kind of dialogue kind of needs some work. I think that the script gets better over time. Anyway, back to talking about autism, and, like, when you're like an adult who's trying to find out you're autistic, it's like you basically, like, I don't know, you basically are raised to think you're neurotypical, and you end up finding out that there's something wrong with you, and, like, you feel like you're just you feel like there's, like, I don't know, you feel like shit most of the time, because you are always wondering why you can't socialize well, why every friendship kind of, like, ends badly for you, and then it's like you finally realize, yeah, and it's like I really hate when people, like, use my autism against me, like, say, oh, you're literally retarded or something, to try and disprove my point. It's like, just because I'm autistic doesn't mean I'm like fucking, just because I'm autistic doesn't mean I'm, like, you know, like, stupid. I can understand what you're talking about. You don't need to talk down to me like I'm a little kid. And it's like, this, like this one time I, like, felt like shit because, like, this girl said, she's like, oh, well, don't say that it's because you're autistic, because I'm autistic and I'm not, like, a creep like you. And that, like, really messed with me. That really made me, like, feel bad. I cried. Like, I vented to an RA and cried about it, and it, like, really messed me up, because it's like it made me think that, yeah, it brought me back to when I was a kid, thinking that there was something wrong with me, and knowing that I am, like, you know, not, like, the typical person, you know, my brain doesn't work like other people does. It just made me feel, like, really crappy, and I don't know, like another, like, with autistic people, when you become friends with people, you become, like, obsessed. You become, like, obsessive with that one person, and that's all you talk about is other people. Like, you know, you talk about your best friend because, like, he's your best friend. Like, why wouldn't you, like? But I feel like people get annoyed when you are constantly talking about, like, a particular subject or a particular person, and it's like, yeah, I can understand. But you gotta remember that, like, people just, I don't know, and, like, nowadays, I wish I'd never, like, discovered that, like, black pill content, because now I've become obsessed with my own insecurities, and it's like, it just makes me feel, like, really bad about everything, and it's like, I wouldn't probably, if I was, like, a normie, I probably would just watch those videos and just moved on with my day, but since I'm autistic, I just constantly think about, like, about the fact that I'm probably, like, doomed to just die a virgin or something, and it's like, I don't know, it's kind of, like, unfocused ramble, but I think I'm gonna end it here, and just, I don't know, I'm gonna know what I'm gonna share. I usually share, like, another video someone made at the end, but I don't feel like, maybe I'll find something, I'll surprise you, you know, so, see ya.
I'm here to find happiness in my true sweetheart. I want everything about my house. Oh, the internet.
care what you do. You get all that stuff off of there. Tonight.
I'm working on it. Wait. You know, don't torture me.